Okay, we should be good. Uh, just do the intro and we'll hop into it. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, watching this after the fact, because right now we have no one in the audience, to the Redveil press conference. We have a few members of the team here. We'll be answering some questions. I might be able to ask some of these, regardless of whether Ceased is here. Depends, I guess, if Clay Machine was there during like the draft time or not.
Ish.
Ish, close enough. So,
Ish. I was there mid-season, and I was there like in spirit for the actual one. I was there watching it, but I didn't do much scouting.
so I guess to the best of your knowledge, was the plan
Yeah.
more or less to get like a core of season four powerhouse, or to just
Oh
kind of
yeah,
line up that way?
that was definitely the plan because Shriku and Cease messaged me and was like, "Yo, we plan on drafting a bunch of powerhouse players. You want to come coach us?" And then I'm like, "Sounds like a plan." And so we knew we wanted to pick up a core of powerhouse players. I was in speed, who got yoinked for us, like literally one pick before ours. And then Azali, of course, I think we picked first or second.
Second.
And then Exxon was obviously captain, and we ended up picking Marquis. And then the only two people who I think, weren't on Powerhouse who were in the job plan were Glacial and Koff, who were what was I saying? Who were like team staff, and they were the ones mainly scouting who decided let's just go with all Powerhouse, and then the rest were picked up as initially like backup subs, and so yeah, that was really it.
All right. I don't even remember who sniped speed from you guys.
Trolley Gang.
Charlie.
Yep.
When
He
did they?
played, I think, one game with Trolley Gang, and then we picked him up. I think
Oh
week
yeah.
2, maybe. I don't even think we. I think we played one game with Jay Kizis only, who is our main tick after Speed. Yeah, and so things worked out obviously. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You didn't drop a game.
yeah.
uh, so in particular, I think Adbon in particular had memed about it a little bit before playoffs, but how much was your motivation to win the championship to get Azali that third ring?
Um, I don't know. I think we all wanted another ring. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool personally. I get to say I haven't lost the League Zero game in 2 seasons, and I've only been here for 2 seasons. Um, Also like to flex that technically have 3 championships because I helped out Double Cap pull off the impossible at the end of last season. So, um, but yeah, I don't know. I think we just all wanted to win, and Azali just kind of came with, you know. Obviously, Azali was probably the one dragging us actually, but yeah, Azali put in a great performance and we won. So.
So I guess going back to the idea of like obviously you couldn't get the entirety of season
Mhm.
four powerhouse. So how did these there's X Runner? How did these like other players like Glacial, like Schleim, kind of like fit into the mix?
Um, I feel like everyone else is AFK, so I'll just keep on talking.
No,
Um,
I'm here.
No, I'm here. I just have a question.
true,
Exactly.
true. I guess I'm the only like staff member, so I guess that's my job.
Well, you
Um,
have X now. You're chilling.
yeah, but I don't like that guy.
You
What?
know what? Ace.
What?
That's
Okay.
ace.
So I think you asked how did the other people fit in that weren't Powerhouse?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I came in, Glacial and Koff were already like staff members. Like they were the staff members before I joined. I had to join VC by getting dragged because I didn't even have the role. I think you were the one who were getting spammed at for that. Um so yeah, and then when Koff left I became yeah, so our original plan was Glacial and Koff because I think the team was normally going to be a friend, like them and like friends, and then they realized Powerhouse is the best couple players, so they kind of went and picked them, and that was the plan from there. but I think the original core was definitely to have Glacial and Cough job, and then and then to think, I think the next pick that we had was Adbon and Slime. I don't remember who got picked up first, but I think they were the only two not powerhouse picked. Adbon was just like, okay, good, solid, backup flex DPS.
Fucking
And-
flex support. Okay, bro.
Yeah, flex DPS, and Slime was picked up also as solid backup main support, who ended up becoming the starter main support, and that's kind of why Koff left. So it ended up working out that we picked up Slime. He was a good pickup. Same with Adbon. Obviously, Adbon played in the grand finals and really played every game because Glacier was actually scrimming contenders like 6 hours a day every day, so he never had time for his scrims or anything. And so, and then we also picked up Jay Keezus because we're like, okay, if we can't get speed, let's get the highest main take on the board. And Jay Keezus, I think, he has like a 4-4 peak and obviously played pretty solid on Trolley Gang before they decide to drop off the face of the earth. So, yeah.
Actually, looking at the draft order, it looks like you guys picked up Jay Keezus way before speed was taken from
Yeah,
Really?
Trolley Gang.
Because the original.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember now. I remember now. So
Okay.
Speed originally wasn't able to make any game of the playoffs because of the original scheduling. He had a trip planned, but the trip got canceled, so he was able to play the whole thing. That's why we picked up Solo in the mid-season draft, because we legit didn't have another main take on a roster, and Speed was going to be gone for the entire playoffs. And then I would say luckily for us, but unlucky for Speed, his trip got canceled, and he was able to make the whole playoffs, and that worked. So I think our original plan was to pick up Jay Keezus to like be able to play, and then Speed for when he's here, and then we would keep Jay Keezus in for playoffs. So yeah.
Because what we wanted to do was, because Speed originally signed up as a DPS. Like, that was his only goal, was to play DPS that season. But we knew that since we had powerhouse players, he would want to play tank with us, given that we needed it, right? And so coming up to draft day, we originally were gonna draft him sooner, but he was saying like, "Oh no, you can float me, you can float me. People aren't gonna pick me up. They don't even know, like, you know, that like his." I forgot what his account was named. It's like Avern Stern or something
Yeah.
like that. But
Abraham Stern.
yeah. So it's like nobody's gonna know me, just like float me. And then the pick right before we were gonna
Yeah.
draft him, he got picked up for Trolling Gang, which kind of sucks. But eventually we got him. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, a funny hidden Redveil lore. I was supposed to be picked up as a main tank because Speed really didn't want to play deep main tank. So he's like, "Yo, Clay, you want to play main tank?" And I go DPS in League 0, and I'm like, "What the hell?" So that was funny, but yeah. Speed ended up wanting to play main tank with the boys again, and worked out.
So actually looking, I have the registry open in front of me. Looking at the pick that you ended up taking like immediately after Trolley Gang had sniped Speed, you guys had actually picked up Emma, and I had forgotten about that. Former
Oh right.
contenders flex support.
Yeah, we had Emma and Fifi.
I
Yeah.
forgot
I
that.
don't know if
How
you
did,
feels
uh,
bad.
How did
So-
Emma?
My
Emma in
bad.
particular?
So Emma was like, "Oh wait, now we have Emma. Emma's kind of like pretty good," and so we were originally gonna play Emma over Marquis, just like in general. And then Emma's like, "You know, I'm EU. This is like 2 a.m. and this is shitter League 0. I don't really wanna." Oh, my bad for cursing. I don't really want to play. And then so like we're like, okay, I guess we have Marquis now. And then when we dropped, I don't remember who we did a 3-way deal after we figured out that Slime was starting and Koff didn't want to be on the team anymore. We traded Koff for our second flex support. Akasha ended up being, so we could drop Emma because they didn't want to play and have a second flex support. And the original plan is, if you remember Powers last year, was like, oh, maybe we bring Akasha in as a bat player. And it turns out we just kept Akasha as a sub. Akasha did great things. It was a lot behind the scenes because Akasha showed up to like every scrim and played a lot, and also played a couple unstreamed, like I think 2 unstreamed matches. So even though Akasha seemed like they weren't playing at all, they really were a crucial part, which ended up working out. In terms of other people who weren't powers that we didn't drafted, you reminded me we drafted Fifi. Fifi was just coming in as a backup tank. I love the dedication. They kept on asking for VODs, and they really put in the work. But like the way we play just didn't really mash with the way they play. And so in the mid-season draft, when I realized Solo signed up, I worked with Solo for Chimp Club and stuff. Then we were just like, sure, why not? Let's just take Solo. And Fifi was okay being dropped, and things ended up working out as well. Solo ended
Yeah.
up playing one match, and it worked out. So.
As another thing for Akasha, he played a ton of DPS in scrims as well because he got tired of playing main support because Schleim never showed up. So
Yeah.
I was playing main support while Akasha was playing DPS.
Yeah, we didn't have a second main support in the draft, so we ended up picking up Nate, and then Nate legit like came to one scrim and then said he showed up to one scrim that said, "Hey, I need a break," and then did not show up to another scrim, and then he was in VC for grand finals, and he couldn't even bear League Zero enough to stay for the whole grand finals, or Overwatch enough. So that's ancient Nate lore. The best part of our team, obviously.
Top tier, I must say.
So.
Schleim, you want to explain why it is that you would react to scrims and then you'd be playing Valorant at 8?
Well, being fair, I have a college team that I'm on, homie, and like
Plays Val?
scholarship.
Yeah, they play Valorant?
Yeah, scholarships, man.
Wow.
I guess he is
Okay. Look at you.
Wow.
Dual sport athlete. My God.
I know, right? Dude, I'm playing DPS on my Overwatch team here. It's great.
Oh, you're on
So
both?
you're on a Valorant and an
Damn.
Overwatch team. Oh, okay.
Damn,
Yeah.
goats, talented.
Dude, I have no time. It's actually fucking crazy. That's
Yeah.
why sometimes I would react and then not come. It was fucking
You
wild.
could have at least told us, man. That's rough.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah, it is. I mean, no, it's mine. I mean, yeah, it is.
Hey, it's all good. We clutched up in the end. Easy.
Oh, for real.
I gotta dip. Ciao, boys.
Bro.
You gotta love the 4-man interview.
That's tragic. There were 2 meme questions I could have asked him. I can still ask you though. Coming from Anonymous, is Schleim really a femboy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
He was very submissive in our chats.
Yeah.
Specifically, Cryo, a player from Beach Ball and Intermediate, wanted to know, when will Schleim atone for what he did at, quote, the bullet?
I do not know.
I don't know what that means.
What is the
Cryo.
bullet?
I don't know.
I'll DM him what is the bullet and when will you atone. Give me a second. What? is
I
the
have no
bullet?
idea if he like.
We'll
coached
get
Beach
back to
Ball
you
or
on that
what.
one.
I don't know. I just sent him a DM. We'll hear back from him shortly. Or never, like scrims. So
Yeah, it's a 50-50, truly.
no, it's more like a 10-8, 10-90. He never
yeah,
responded.
Okay, well, Corbs is asking, when did you all know you'd run away with the championship?
From the start.
As soon
the
yeah,
start.
as soon as Trolley Gang didn't try, we knew we'd win.
Mhm.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
did you say like
The-
if Trolley Gang actually tried with their like draft lineup that they could
Mhm.
have given you some trouble, or
I think okay, it depends how the season would have gone, and if we still got speed, I think we would have been fine, completely fine. Because like even though people were, like Redix had his like best buds thing, and like people consider him like what 4 or 5. He's still like a Reddit Lucio, like he's still ints in the back line. It's not really a problem. It's like a walking IQ check.
That's kind of what
I
Chili
would also
Gang
say
did.
that,
so.
against Easy Clap, there are people saying that if they had Gag in the finals, they would have won. I'm
That's
just
so stupid.
confused, like how that even makes sense.
I think Lunacy's 10 times the player.
I'll put it
Gag is.
a different
How
way.
much,
If we had started losing, Glacier would have been playing instead of me, and Easy Clap would have lost. Because Glacier was better than me, he would have just played, and it would have been very easy. And then he wouldn't have had internet problems like I had.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You disconnected or something like 3 times.
Yes, I DC'd 3 times.
That was pretty fun. That was pretty good.
I also think that I don't really know how the season would have went if like a lot of question marks happened, I would say, or did or didn't happen, because like Trolley Gang trying definitely could have put up a challenge, but then like I think that like let's just say we like lose a map, I think then all of our players would have taken it 10 times more seriously than we would have. And I would have actually, like, I'm going to be real. I don't think I actually coached them more than once. And I didn't even bot. I was like in a scrim and like I tried for like an hour and then like left. Like I really didn't coach these guys. Neither did Shriku. These guys didn't really scrim. We never botted once. Like I think like, let's just say like Trolley Gang actually put up a challenge and they even like took a game off of us. Or like let's just say Kingdom did or Easy Clap, any of like I would say quote top tier teams. I think if any of them like threatened us, then we would be trying a lot more than we did. Like so I really think that we would have won no matter what, even if the other teams were playing a lot better. But I think it would have been a lot more fun. Personally, I didn't feel rewarded by winning as much because I didn't put in any effort. But yeah, I think we still would have won because I think our players are really good and I think the like Shriku's amazing. I think I'm not that bad. So I think we definitely could have pulled something together if we needed to. But the way it worked out with like Kingdom training away like Jim and Bakanje, who was our like number 2 team at one point, and then Trolley Gang not trying, who had the highest SR average, and then Easy Club kind of built their super team at the end, but like I think it was too gone, and so things just kind of worked in our favor, and we didn't really have to put in the 110% that Powerhouse did. So
Yeah. It's just sad, especially this season, because although last season was kind of the same with like Powerhouses just being on top, at least I felt Kofi Goobers tried I mean Hope Speak kind of just imploded, but I feel like Kofi Goobers were like actually putting in work and trying to improve. Like I remember seeing a phone tweet where it was
no way.
it was them saying I will win League
no.
0, and although they didn't win League 0, like they were determined, they wanted to win, but it just felt like this season other teams were just like not into it at all. And like to be fair, like we weren't that into it. I guess we were scrimming more than I guess other teams were probably, but yeah, like Clay said, near the end we just did not scrim. So it kind of blows how that played out. But
I think this team scrimmed like 3 times in the last month.
Maybe that I know we only scrimmed once, like in the week before grand finals.
Yeah. So and most of our scrims were shit quality anyway. Like we would like go and then we would just win like really easily, and then it was like annoying. Like I don't think we even got like. I think start of the season, like first 2 weeks, we had like real good practice, and then past that, like we didn't even have much real good practice. So, yeah. But things worked out as I said. Like, as he asked the question, like, when do we know we're win? Well, personally, I was like a little scared for Kingdom, who took I think 2 maps off of us in the finals, especially because we weren't scrimming. But then they traded away their best player, or in my opinion, their best players, and like
no,
so yeah.
no. When we played Kingdom, was that the first tournament, right?
Yeah, they took
We
one
played
map.
Kingdom in the first. They took 1 map and then we steamrolled them.
Yeah, we
yes.
them on every
Rolled
map.
them for 3.
Oh no, the reason I was worried is because they like improved with like Flawless and like M Key and still had Bakanje and Jim, and then we had solo for that game. We had solo for that game and we didn't scrim at all, and they were like hard scrimming supposedly. They also picked up Zappy, who was like whatever.
Oh, you mean the second time we played that?
Yeah, yes, that's why I was scared.
When they had,
okay?
but that was when they had Zappy phone DPS.
Yeah, no, but it was supposed to be Zappy Jim, but Jim couldn't
Yeah.
show and other things. But yeah, so whatever. I think in the end, basically what I'm saying is I don't really know if things would have been a lot harder, because I think if competition stepped up, we would have stepped up is kind of the main point. Like I think we would have won no matter what, is to answer the question. Yeah.
All right. So I guess like ignoring all the hypotheticals of like if this team didn't trade away whatever, like which team do you think like actually gave you the hardest time in like any particular game throughout the season?
Low key, I mean, like I feel like our closest games were against Kingdom, but Easy Clap in the finals wasn't like. I feel like maybe if we're missing like one of our core players and they have like their full roster, maybe it's like it's definitely closer. But I guess Easy Clap.
I mean, they had
Kind of
Easy
weren't
Clap
that-
had
Yeah.
Easy Club had 2, like, I would say almost 2 maps off us. They took 1, and then I remember the next map being, like, really shaky.
Yeah, so they took Rialto, I think it was Ike that was really kind of close. Like, it went to overtime.
Yeah, Ike was
Yeah.
the close one.
I think that if they had Gagan, they could have taken 2 maps.
No,
Or-
I think I don't know. I
but
think
I don't think
Lunacy's probably better than Gag. In my
Really?
opinion.
To,
Yeah.
to be fair, we were trying to like hard force like Speed really wanted us to force rush.
Well, that's why I told us on Ike to
Really?
just play far.
Well, that's
Yeah.
our thing. That's our thing, though. We're like a rush team, so.
That's Powerhouse's thing.
We're
man.
just the rush team, but basically we didn't have like the same practice we did on Powerhouse. Like Powerhouse, we played rush and we like knew each other perfectly, so it was able to work. But like everyone was just like in their own single thing on like that's why Redveil rush didn't work and we had to swap off. So easy clap, make a switch off too is really cool.
I would say that like the first tournament game against Kingdom, despite us kind of just rolling over them on the last 3 maps, not even the last 3 maps. Like first map was really close. If I remember correctly, like second map our attack was pretty close, and then like we full held them. Like overall, our attacks were pretty close except for like final map, but they kind of just got rolled over. So I think that was a pretty close game overall.
Zali, you should answer.
Easy clap finals was also close, kind of.
I'm just out here clicking circles, man.
It felt like the closest.
Bro, are you like
What?
fucking 20 feet away from your computer?
Okay.
Yeah, but Easy Clap definitely felt like the closest game, even though it was
Easy
Corona
Clap was
Resistance.
definitely the closest game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I think I personally played in the Goats Only gang, which I felt a little sketch because I'm not a player. Even though I'm like okay, sir, I'm not really a player. So that game was definitely the hardest for me because I actually had to not use my brain, I had to use my aim, which is no bueno. That Goats Only playoff game. And that was with Bakanja and Gym too, so they had a big upgrade. But yeah. I know. So yeah. Goats are definitely easy clap and goats for me personally. So
Alright. So I guess with like the insane amount of success you've had here, do any of you like have any plans to go into like open division or shit like that? I don't really know. Or you just like chilling at this point, you don't care about that, the pro?
No, Overwatch is boring.
I agree.
I plan on getting a job that actually gives me money, so
That's a good idea, man.
Real.
No,
Wanda.
yeah, I think most of us are just chilling. I'd imagine some of us would play Overwatch too, but I don't think Path's a pro. I think none of our team had intentions to going pro. As before,
I
like,
did.
Didn't Myth want to go?
No, Myth didn't want to, and then like Duck forced him onto regen, and then he's like, and then like a month later, he's like, frick this, I'm gonna play. What game did he play? He played the Amazon game. What was that?
Oh yeah,
New
New
World?
World? No, what's it called?
Yeah, he played that and like only that for like the next 3. Like I don't think he's touched Overwatch since Grand Finals. Like I'm not even joking. He said no. Personally, I think Myth could have made it really far because he actually is like really good. But
I mean, so am I, but you know, shit happens.
no, you're not.
I think even ignoring if any of us were like actually good enough to do it, and I think some of us are. I don't know if any of us want to dedicate that amount of time to like playing ladder to get the SR that a lot of teams are requiring, and then spending the time scrimming.
Yeah. Personally, me, like I want to. I think if I might want to play flex support for a team, but like I don't think I'm good enough to be pro. So like I might play main support or flex support at a high level because I think I'm at like a decent level. But I don't know if I want to go pro. I think I might just scrim for fun and stuff. And like if my team does OD, like and we make it far, like one of those things, then like okay. But coaching again, I think I would have to re-fall in love with Overwatch. Like right now, I love having fun with friends in Overwatch. I don't love Overwatch, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2, maybe.
Oh, yeah, listen, you got 2 weeks
point.
of Overwatch.
And-
That's also
2 weeks only.
That's
Yeah,
the same for me actually. If I wanted to go pro, it'd have to be with a team that like I enjoyed playing with a shit ton,
Exactly.
and like we were also really good.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about another league for like Uno Momento. I was like trying to get on a team for Trank like at the end like here because I'm like I want to kind of play, and like the atmosphere that like Redveil had and like Powerhouse had and like my OD teams even had is nothing like these Trank teams. Like it's nothing against the league. It's nothing against the teams themselves. Like I had so much like fun. Like I can't describe it. It was just so fun and playing with these guys, especially because I respected them as players and like and as friends.
So
It
you
was
respect
just
us as
so
players or friends? What the fuck?
whatever. It was just so fun. No, not no
Yo,
no.
yo.
I'm talking about
He's talking about he's talking
House.
about the Trank teams
Yes.
being Pepega.
No,
Oh.
and then like the Trank team, like even though they were like, I just because like I don't know, I knew it would be less like SR or whatever, but like I just didn't have as much fun. Like I think that it would have to be the perfect circumstance of fun, friends, respect as players, etc. But also I want to breach onto like whatever. It's just I think I would have to fall in love with Overwatch 2, like I fell in love with Overwatch 1, as well. So I don't think I will ever do it. Is basically me. And I'm kind of like talking a lot, which is funny. That's my bad boys. But yeah, personally, I don't unless I fall in love with Overwatch 2, which I really hope I do. I can't see myself personally going pro. At least trying. Yeah, I did an Overwatch 1 though. Hit top 8. Woo! I'm in the Hall of
Actually,
Fame.
That's kind of the same for me. I would have to find like the same enjoyment I had, especially during like 2020 and late 2019, where I was like able to play a lot and I had really fun, like a lot of fun doing it. I'd have to have that happen again with Overwatch 2, and I don't think that's going to happen.
I also think I'm away during the first OD, which is gonna really set me behind, especially because I didn't play it all during the whatever, and I haven't been watching Overwatch League. Like I think as a coach, I'd have so much to catch up on, which is just really annoying. But we'll see. So, yeah.
All right. I think that's pretty much all the questions we had sent in. Going for about a half hour now, so I won't keep you guys much longer if you not much more to say. So do you have any, I don't know, final thoughts, closing statements on the season for y'all?
Yeah, actually, Akri, is there gonna be an Overwatch 2 League 0?
Yeah, we're gonna try and get a season 6 going.
Okay.
Let's
like
go.
early next year.
Okay.
It depends. Hey, man. Can we keep it
Listen.
not February and March? That's during my 2-month vacation. Okay.
2
Please, man.
Jeez.
I have no idea what the timing. It's gonna
okay,
depend on like how
I'm
big
telling you,
Overwatch 2
okay?
is.
You have to listen to Clay Machine, okay? I am telling you, League Zero revolves around me, okay? I need you to do it not in February and March. I do have one thing to say, is that Powerhouse clears Redveil any day of the week. My boys at Powerhouse are the GOATs. There's been a lot of debates with Powerhouse, like, where do they actually compete in, like, the top 5 of all? And now with Redveil, with another undefeated season, I think it's going to be the same kind of thing. And I think if any of those debates ever come up, Powerhouse was definitely a lot better, but they also tried a lot more. Like, I don't know. So, I'm a big Powerhouse believer. That team, like, actually scrimmed tier 3 on, like, this team, which was, as I said, but, like, we didn't try on this team, so I really don't know, but... Yeah, Powerhouse clears is basically my sentiments. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice little ego boost for us right there.
In true fashion, while you guys were talking about all of that, my internet DC'd.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Good way to
okay.
close the season.
The summary is Powerhouse clears.
That's probably fair.
Anyone else have final thoughts? So you're gonna leave it at that?
I want to shout out to Glacial for being a fucking Chad and letting me
Yeah.
play when he didn't
Yeah,
have
yeah. Being a Chad and playing in Overwatch 2 contenders.
to. Exactly.
I think I wanna if we are doing shoutouts, I wanna shout out Shriku above everybody else. Shriku literally carried this team. I think we would have not scrimmed in like 3 months if Shriku didn't step up as manager because Cease was busy. Shriku really did everything for this team, and I just want to say big thanks to Shriku, like, for making this happen. It was really all Shriku. As a staff member, I did nothing. I think Cease did barely anything. I think everyone else did barely anything. Like, Shriku is really the MVP of this team, I feel, personally. Well, yeah, especially as staff
And
players.
he also filled in for off tank when X Runner was being a fraud
Yeah,
runner.
I
as
know.
the
Oh, did he
classic.
actually?
Yeah,
Yes,
whenever
a
you
lot.
didn't show up, Shiku was playing off tank.
I was doing work,
Yeah,
man. Like
I
homework?
know. I
Come on,
really
running
respect
it.
Shiku this season. So, yeah. I'd also like to thank all of our players who didn't make it to the grand finals. Just thank you for contributing. You were all crucial to our development in the end, and you deserve it. The other powerhouse champion role, except for certain people who know I'm talking to you about. Yeah. So, shout out Shiku, the GOAT.
For real.
Yeah, let's also shout out Cease, the
No,
entire part of our
no.
team.
Cease
What?
did not do anything. Shout out
That's
Shiku.
true. See, I think Cease did like one thing, and then he came up to grand finals, and that was it.
He said uni, but like, we all got uni, bro.
Wait, but I'm also in college. What?
I'm not at uni. What are you talking about?
Actually,
like
you're like
2 years old.
14 though, so.
That's true.
Close enough.
Bro, I'm literally doing this from my college dorm room. I got 5 fans in here. My room doesn't have AC.
Oh, dude, your PC,
Shit.
like, you must be dying with the heat your PC produces.
I'm surprised my PC hasn't overheated yet.
Okay, anyways, I think that's a good place to end it off. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
shout
end the
out
stream
to
right there. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for Corbs, I guess, for being in the audience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thank you,
cool.
Corbs. Thank you,
And,
Corbs.